But
I know some people have asked, like, when does it make sense to get an IRA? Who should get an IRA? Like, what's that look like?
um,
It's something that you start a job somewhere, they give you your benefits package, and you check some boxes, and that's it. Like, how do you make that decision? What's smart for you?
I can tell you my opinions, and again, everybody's going to have different opinions. You talk to Dave Ramsey, he thinks you should just have a ton of those.
Yeah,
Um, I'm young. And so for me, thinking about retirement, it's good to have that in your back pocket. So again, I had the 401k from a previous employer that I rolled to a self-directed IRA, and I eventually ended up cashing that out because I wanted to hold the assets personally. I didn't trust, I trust capital holding my assets. And liquidating it then was going to be a lot less cost to me during a bear market than it would be on the other side of my assets appreciating.
right.
And I'm not going to retire for a long time, right? So people that are 45 and older, I think it's a no brainer
Yeah,
for retirement accounts. You're not that far from 60. It's 15 years. But again, the longer you compound something, the better off you are too. So I think small children, it can make a lot of sense to set up these types of accounts. An IUL makes a lot of sense for a young child, which is an insurance product. There's a lot of different tools for a lot of different reasons. To speak specifically to an IRA, you have a couple different kinds. So you can do a Roth IRA. You're limited to $6,500 a year that you can put into that up until age is I think it's 55, and then for the next 10 years you can contribute $7,500 per year. When you set it up the first time, you can go back 1 year. So you can put in 13 grand up front. And if you're going to do that on something that's going to appreciate like crazy, like private equity or digital assets, then that can be really meaningful. And that is basically tax free. You're paying tax on the front end of that.
If I'm like self-employed,
Yeah.
somebody, like, how does somebody get started with setting up? Because I mean, obviously, if you start a job somewhere and they give you benefits and you can just check the boxes, that's one thing. But like, if I own a business or I'm an independent contractor for something else, like how does someone even take advantage of an IRA?